Hello, this is Jewel. In the previous video, I introduced the correct internal sequence. In this video, I'm going to explain why the internal sequence operates in this exact order, not as an idea, a technique, or mindset, but as a structural reality of how clarity forms when nothing is blocked. Again, the sequence is perception recognizes what is. Direct knowing stabilizes that recognition. Emotion may respond. Intuition may contextualize. Thinking may articulate. This is the correct internal order. And here's why. 1. Perception recognizes what is. Perception is always first because it does not require processing, interpretation, or memory. It registers the immediate environment before the system reacts to it. There is no comparison, no meaning, and no conclusion. It is simply the first accurate contact with what is happening now. This makes perception the non-negotiable entry point. 2. Direct knowing stabilizes that recognition. Once perception registers what is, direct knowing forms only if nothing interferes with the recognition. Direct knowing does not add anything. It does not reinterpret. It does not predict. It does not guide. Direct knowing is perception that has completed its arc. The moment the system stops questioning, managing, or negotiating with the signal. Stability appears not by effort, but by non-interference. 3. Emotion may respond. Emotion comes after stability because it reflects the system's response to what perception has already revealed. Emotion reacts to recognition. It cannot precede it without becoming distortion. Emotion is not the source of truth. It is the system adjusting to what is now known. This is why emotion belongs in the third position. 4. Intuition may contextualize. Intuition appears only after perception and direct knowing are established. It draws connections, patterns, and possible paths. But it cannot recognize what is. It can only contextualize what has already been recognized. Intuition belongs here because meaning must follow clarity, not replace it. 5. Thinking may articulate. Thinking is the final layer. It organizes what has been perceived, stabilized, felt, and contextualized. It turns internal clarity into language, plans, or actions. If thinking appears earlier, it replaces perception and leads the system into justification, reasoning, or projection. Thinking is accurate only when it comes last. This exact order is not a technique. It is the structure of how clarity forms when nothing blocks it. Perception supplies the signal. Direct knowing stabilizes the signal. Emotion responds to the signal. Intuition contextualizes the signal. Thinking articulates the signal. Reversing the order disrupts the architecture. When emotion leads, the signal becomes charged. When intuition leads, the signal becomes meaningful but unstable. When thinking leads, the signal becomes managed. When perception is crowded out, direct knowing cannot form. This is why the natural sequence is the only coherent one. Perception recognizes what is. Direct knowing stabilizes that recognition. Emotion may respond. Intuition may contextualize. Thinking may articulate. This is the correct internal order because each layer depends on the one before it.